It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll have a front row seat to watch Hollywood Brown. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Jaguars and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On play action, Allen. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air, Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have the Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Allen. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action, Allen. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Allen. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to keep the run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Pierce will try to pick it up.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth down. J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The Titans come into this one looking for a 12th win on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and inches.
Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, it's Jacobs. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Forced out to his left. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Titans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Dances by him. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity his defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gun, Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Hurts. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Parker, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Allen now looks to throw.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
Yeah, they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
On first down, Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Allen to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks and totals end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head over to Highmark Stadium to check out what's happening with the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Austin Eckler with a touchdown run. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds McKinnon, complete.
Give to Pierce now on the option.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here comes the Jags offense now, time for their first possession of half number 2.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Allen off the play fake. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Allen. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Jacobs. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Now that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Deshaun Hand, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes left side. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Allen's throw here into the hands of Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on third. And this one is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing is Hurts. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on second down, Allen. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12. A pickup of 12, 1st and 10.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, put Puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts gets the dump off to Pierce. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hurts. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts going to take this himself. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 67 yards. And the Titans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen.
Quick slant to Brown.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Allen.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Throwing is Allen.
Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 10. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Out come the Titans now.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Hardman on the return.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7, a minute 14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And some space here. Touchdown. Marquise Brown. 59 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Jags, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.